What's up, guys? Hope you're having an amazing day. In a little bit, I'm getting ready to show you my 3200 race from sophomore year. It's basically the race where I made a name for myself, and I'm not going to commentate anything because there's already commentators on the race, or else I would, but I hope you guys enjoy this video.
They remarkably deep and should be able to field competitive relays even without using some of those. No obvious favorite in this, I would say, at least not in the way that that last the girls' race had. Stoltzfus has the best seed time by about 5 seconds. He's run 9:29. He was third last year in the state meet in the 1600. He's run 4:14. He also qualified in the 3200, and that's not easy out of the Fort Wayne Regional to make it in your second event. And it looks like the Westview boys are out early. This is Stoltzfus out to the lead. Reese Gibson is in there as well. Reese Gibson was all-state in cross-country, 19th. Stoltzfus was 9th. Matt Yoder actually had the better cross-country season but finished 12th at the state meet.
Yeah, and somebody talk about Quentin Gallagher. I would say, favorite-wise, I'd probably look at Stoltzfus and Gallagher. Gallagher in the purple Garin Catholic jersey there, moving now up into third place. So Eastbrook's Connor White in second, Stoltzfus up front, and Gallagher in third. Now Christian Stevens and Reese Gibson battling for fifth.
So Gallagher, Stoltzfus, Reese Gibson, someone to keep your eye on. Connor White, senior from Eastbrook. He was 8th in this race last year. Not super well known, but he's run 9:34 indoors. I mean, that would have qualified him for the big school race pretty handily. It took 9:47.8 to make it in the big school race. 10:34 made it here. Stoltzfus coming through 600 meters. They're on about 9:20 pace or a little bit faster. That would obviously be an excellent time indoors. And I think especially in the 3200 at the small school and the big school meet, distance runners run better when they see competition. And a lot of these guys probably ran only against their own teammates to qualify. Coming up on 800 meters here. They're going to be here right at 220, so 9:20 pace. Stoltzfus, White from Eastbrook, Quinn Gallagher of Garin Catholic, and Reese Gibson of Fort Wayne Concordia. And I think Yoder's in the mix there as well. Michael Taylor of Anderson Prep. We'll see if we can find him coming around. 10:06 to qualify, 20th in the state cross country meet though, which is the 4th best of anyone in this field. Christian Stevens is in the mix.
He is right there in 8th place, Taylor. The
Jets.
Black jersey,
what
blue
do you think?
writing.
So one of the new things is the team, the school's nickname or mascot. Do you like the writing on the back of the jerseys?
Yeah, I like it.
I don't like it. I like when there's like on the back it's maybe a like the mascot, like the actual logo or whatever.
So you like the Fisher's eyes? I know you don't like those.
No, I do like those. 3:30, so we've fallen just a bit off of the earlier 9:20 pace. Gallagher 5th in this race last year. Connor White 8th. Those are your only two returning scores. Stoltzfus and Yoder didn't run in this. I don't know if they elected to just run relays last year. In the boys' race, Fort Wayne Concordia, the heavy favorite. I scored mock meet Concordia 71, Westview 56. So maybe the Warriors thinking they can take a shot. They're going to need a lot of contributions from Stoltzfus and Yoder. Stoltzfus took a peek back there at the as he rounded into the backstretch.
Yeah, Connor White, working really hard there in second. You look at the contrast between the two runners. Stoltzfus very smooth. Connor White, a little bit bigger runner, working looks like a little bit harder. the chase pack has kind of caught up quite a bit now, actually.
Yeah, they've reeled him back in, and now each lap we've run about 1 second off of that 9:20 pace or 4:40 mile pace.
Yoder now into third.
This would be huge for Westview if they could run 1-2 here. There's 6 up front. We've read them off. That's Stoltzfus and Yoder from Westview. White of Eastbrook. Reese Gibson is somebody to keep your eye on. He's only a sophomore and has really progressed well in the last. That's a guy I know, Derek Leininger, who lives in Fort Wayne, and we talked about some of our preseason rankings, thinks he's going to finish in the top 5 in whichever event he chooses to run outdoors. Quinn Gallagher right there. Gallagher was All-State in cross country. Kind of an unfortunate figure in last track season. Got very, very sick, flu-like symptoms before the sectional in the 3200, and then was in the Hamilton County sectional. Runs a PR, runs like 9:40, but is out. Finishes 8th in the sectional and can't make it through. And then their 4x8 was the first team out of the regional that didn't make the state meet.
Yeah, so the 2 Westview runners up front, Stoltzfus and Yoder, they were seated 1st and 5th coming in.
Christian Stevens of Burbuff just hanging on to the back. I think he was in the top 40 at the state meet. Has been one of the state's best guys over the last 2 years, his junior and senior year. He's trying to hang on to Gallagher, who's in 5th. Reese Gibson's still there, though, Drake. And Stoltzfus, obviously, great speed and excellent distance runner. Has run 4:13 or 4:14. They don't want to let Reese Gibson hang on too long, and I think Westview's top 2 kind of know they don't want it coming down to a kick because they've really started to push over the last 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, interesting strategy there for a 4:14 miler to go up out front and lead, which when you have that speed reserve, it's not necessarily a bad idea, but you got to hammer it. You know, you got to put, these 4:25 milers out of the race early, which he has not done yet.
Getting into some lap traffic. We're coming up on, this is 2,400 meters here, 7:05.
And Gibson now moving into third. Looks like Connor
800
White
meters
moving
to
back
go.
a bit.
Eastbrook, small school, kind of northern Indiana, north central Indiana. They've had an excellent indoor season. They've been very competitive in the 4x2 and 4x4. Ooh, there goes Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher moving up into 4th as Connor White struggling to hang on. Christian Stevens has fallen off pace, so it's a race between the top 4. White is just not wanting to give up.
Well, he puts his head down and just keeps coming after him. 600 meters to go. It is Stoltzfus and Yoder, Reese Gibson, Gallagher. Now they're starting to gap Connor White. Christian Stevens has fallen off a little bit, and I think there's some lap traffic behind him. They've got to shake Gibson. Gibson moving into second. This is, I think it's Yoder leading. Stoltzfus now in second. Stoltzfus had led most of the race earlier. 400 to go. Here goes Gibson.
There goes Stoltzfus.
Reese Gibson has taken the lead. Stoltzfus now stalking him. Matt Yoder changes gears as well. Looks like Gallagher's going to finish 4th. Gallagher is going to run pretty close to a PR, though.
A really good race from these Fort Wayne area kids up.
Here they come. 250 meters to go. Ooh, Gibson took a peek back. You don't want to do that. 8:46, so they're going to run under 9:20.
Gibson just, it looks like he's got this race in the bag.
Yep. We said the whole time they needed to shake him. 100 meters to go.
He is flying.
Wow, he looks awesome. He's going to run about 9:15, 9:16.
There you go.
Reese Gibson, 9:16, 9:17. Stoltzfus, 9:20. Yoder, 9:21. Gallagher, 9:22. Huge race for Gallagher.
And then falling over, it looks like Stevens and White battling there for 5th.